hello! Oh! Hey, hello, hello, apparition. Lovely to see you. Oh my god, oh wow. Okay, well, we got 4 people here already. Oh my god. I cannot wait! Everything is gonna be answered. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Alright, so, before we get, I think the first stuff, it looks like the first stuff, the order that things are gonna go in, is, this little meeting right here with Hanyu here, a local explanatory meeting. But I think the first stuff, we're gonna really have to go through the order that the game wants us to go. Whoa! Oh god. Kick the microphone. Nice job. Collider, nice job. Living up to your name. Okay. Now, let's see. The very first thing we're gonna do is that, but then we're gonna go into the whole thing with the Houjou family. I think is what the game wants us to do first. Solve everything with Satoshi, who's gonna get some screen time for the first time since Matsuribayashi. Alright, so let me see if I can find that on the... let's see, a local explanatory meeting is D2. I was close. D2 is local explanatory meeting. Already that? Yeah, we just started, but let's see.
でして、ダムの建設事業に伴う地域振興や地域産業の育成などですね。
This is the meeting to start the dam construction project, isn't it? So the dam construction will bring in new jobs and revitalize the local industry.
そんなことは聞いてねえっつってんだろ。
That's not what we're asking.
俺らの誰の断りがあってダムなんか作ろうって言い出したかって聞いてんだ。
Hey, Aaron.
Who the heck gave you permission to build a dam here?
おう。 わしらから税金絞るだけ絞っといて、それに対する返事がこれっちゅうんか。
You squeeze tax money from us and this is what we get from you?
あんどりゃ誰の税金で給料もらっとんじゃ。
Who do you think pays for your salaries, huh?
ですから、
Look,
先ほどから申し上げておりますように、
we tried to explain to you.
言い訳など聞いちゃならんねえ。いつ計画を中止するんか聞いとるんじゃい。
We don't need to hear your excuses. We want to know when you'll stop the construction.
お前じゃ話にならん。東京の建設大臣を連れてこい。
You're useless. Bring the Minister of Construction here.
ここではっきり白黒つけちゃう。
I'll get to the bottom of it.
引っ込めんか、コッパ役人が。
Shut up, you yuppie. Yuppie. Oh, god damn it. I clicked too soon.
大体踊れら。 人様の税金で仕事しとってなんでわしらより高い段で話をしとるんじゃ。
Hey, you're paid with our tax money, so why the hell are you talking down to us from up there?
目線で話さんかい目線で。
Come down here and talk to us face to face.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before I go too further, if music's too loud, too soft, game voice is too loud, too soft, I'm too loud, too soft, please tell me. I want it to be as good an experience for you guys as possible. The auditorium is filled with angry shouting, and the sign at the entrance says, Hinabizawa Dam Construction Local Explanatory Meeting. Every time the official tries to say something on stage, the packed citizens shut him up with their shouting. The official tries to ignore them and continues to explain the pros of the dam. However, that just makes the citizens even angrier. Between the stage and the citizens... Oh, thanks! Stage and the citizens, there is an open area where the police squad stands by. If they weren't there, the citizens would jump onto the stage and start a riot. Oh yeah, this Hanyu perspective. I watched them.
I watched them from the back of the auditorium. It's obvious they're swallowed by the anger. They begin to be flooded with bloody red rage. The anger that came from a certain purpose becomes the purpose in itself, and it creates a vicious cycle where anger leads to more anger. Anger is a necessary emotion. People face difficulties in their lives. Anger is a motivating power to fight and conquer such difficulties. Therefore, anger is an essential part of life itself. So I don't deny anger. However, over-the-top anger makes people forget their purpose. And that is no longer an essential part of life. As the blood rushes to their head, a person can't even remember what he's done. That is obviously a reckless state. Such emotions sadden and hurt us.
Us? Wait. Oh god, that stretches my vocal cords. Who is she talking about with us? She's such emotions sadden and hurt us.
I can clearly see the villagers who live with us becoming demons. I understand the rules of the human world. The power of an individual is no comparison to the power of the government. To be able to fight the government, an individual needs a larger unified power. But to steer that unified power in the right direction is extremely difficult. The cycle of anger leads to more anger. It's not anger to live, but it's anger to be angry. It's the same as being a demon. And this emotion awakens us roughly while we sleep peacefully.
Who is this we? Okay, okay. Hanyu keeps saying about a we. Who is we? Was my other theory right? Is there more than one demon besides Hanyu? Okay, so another thing I forgot to mention earlier, a theory. Takano, despite her whole worldview and being very atheistic and like about a lot of things, she didn't seem surprised at all in any way to see Hanyu. She was like, well, you finally showed up. It's like, yeah, it could be Rika, but I don't know. And she's also talking about awakening us. Like Rika wouldn't need to be awakened. She's just a person. Yeah, how long was she standing there? But like, she's completely not at all shocked that like a deity or whatever has appeared before her. And it's obviously not changing her way of thinking.
Everyone is immersed in their own anger. We lived peacefully with the villagers while we slept quietly.
Okay, more we here. Okay, it can't be, because she's saying we lived peacefully while we slept quietly. So someone else slept alongside Hanyu.
But now that we are awakened, it's almost like we are back in the times when demons poured out from Onigofuchi Swamp.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? No fucking way. Did that really happen? Is the Hinamizawa syndrome like a remnant of the demons? This is crazy. So, yeah, there's the whole Hinamizawa syndrome. But apparently there could also be real demons, because, well, first of all, we have Hanyu right here with horns. And, okay, and she's saying they're coming out of the swamp, and Hanyu, I guess, is old enough to remember when this happened. Because people wouldn't just come out from the swamp if they're infected with the Hinamizawa syndrome. So, I love that we're in part 8 and there's still all these lingering questions that can be answered. Oh, this is so cool. Alright, let's see.
I shout at everyone to calm them down. But my voice doesn't reach anyone because of the vicious cycle of anger. But I keep shouting repeatedly, hoping that even one of them will hear my voice. Because the demons may awaken.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
The demons that went into a deep sleep may awaken because of the commotion.
Then the atmosphere changes. Oh, it's still her perspective.
When I look up, the angry exchange between the citizens and the stage is now a civil strife between the citizens themselves. What is going on?
じゃあかましいわ
Shut up.
そりゃおんどれの都合やんね勝手にそういうにせんといてんだクソババア
Those are your reasons, not ours. Don't pull us into this, you old hag.
繁盛すったらんわアホんだら
Who the hell cares?
もう一旦抜かしよってからにこのやから
The hell you say, you bastard!
おう
Hey, hey, hey.
てめえお涼さんと知っててその口聞いとるんかいな上等きっちゃな
Do you know who you're talking to? You're talking to Oreo-san. You've got some nerve, huh?
名乗るかいお
Who the hell do you think you are?
いやっかましいわ
Shut up.
その先がなんぼのもんじゃいわしゃ北条じゃ
So does
新
that...
着は引っ込んどらんか
Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh my god, Hojo! We're seeing the rivalry between Sonozaki and Hojo start. Oh my god. Sonozaki, so what? I'm Hojo. Get your goons away. This is a weird voice. Jeez.
おお北条のなま抜かしよったようも村を沈めちゃる言えるの
This must be, Satogo's father.
Hey, Hojo. How dare you say that you want the village to be submerged?
お前なんぼで村を売った
How much did you get paid?
黙らんか死に損ないが
Shut up, geezer.
いいんか南沢には貧乏にも大勢おるんお前んとこみたいに山に畑をうなるほど持ってる地主とわけが違うあ
Listen, well, there are plenty of poor people in Hinamizawa. Not everyone is rich and has fields like you do in the mountains.
わしゃあの国の報奨金で十分満足しとった町の公営住宅も手配してくれるっちゅうしなんも不足はなかったあ
I was satisfied with the compensation from the government. They even offered to provide public housing for me.
それをオンドレらが全部ちゃぶ台ひっくり返しちゃった台無しにしちゃったんじゃボケ
And you ruined everything, assholes.
オドレラ地主の都合で人まで巻き込むなや
Don't pretend you're the same as us.
そ そんなに国と喧嘩せんかったら踊りが一人でやれ。
If you want to fight with the government, why don't you fight by yourself?
したらん銭は誰が払うんねん。踊りかいな。
Then who's gonna pay? You? Oh, you?
うちはな、貧乏だし、育ち盛りが二人もおるん。
I'm poor and I have 2 kids at home.
おとなしゅう国から銭をもろうて、職を斡旋してもろうて、人生再設計中とこなんや。
I was planning to start a new life by leaving here in peace and get compensation from the government and finding a job elsewhere.
それを踊りはなんじゃ。いつからお前はわしの代表になったんじゃ。
But you, since when did you represent me, huh?
お前そんなに偉いんか。ああ。
Do you think you're that important or what?
おうおうおう北条の
Hey, 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 Houjou.
ようも抜かしたこの裏切り者が。
How dare you betray us?
なら村から出てけ出てけ。
Then get out of this village.
おう、出て行ったら。
Sure, I'll be happy to.
もちろんそれに見合う銭はお前が払うんじゃろうな。
Hey Nagels, how you doing?
Think you're going to pay what I'm entitled for, right?
わしが国からもらい損ねた銭、きっちり都合つけてくれるんじゃろうな。なあ。
You're going to pay me every yen of the compensation I was going to get from the government.
村から出とうとも銭がないんじゃ。
Even when I want to leave the village, I don't have the money.
踊りが払うんならすぐにでも出たったろわ。
If you're going to pay me, I'll leave right away.
北条の言う通りだ。
Houjou is right.
立ち退いてもいいと思ってる住民もいるんだぞ。
There are residents who are willing to leave.
御三家は俺たちを巻き込むな。
The 3 families don't drag us into this.
おうおう、なんじゃ。
Ooh, scary Oreo.
Hey, what the heck is this?
今抜かしたのは誰じゃ。
Who just spoke?
名乗らんかボケ。
Come on, who did?
残りたいやつは勝手に残ればいいだろうが。
If you want to stay, then stay.
立ち退きも権利じゃ。勝手に人様の権利に干渉すんな、このダラツが。
We have a right to leave, so don't interfere.
そうじゃそうじゃ。その先のクソババアはすっ込んでね。
That's right, get the hell out of...
That's the Hojo guy. That's right, get the hell out of here, old tag, Sonizaki.
ああ、もちろんダム計画に同意してくださる方には見合う保証を用意いたしております。
Of course, we'll compensate the people who support the dam construction plan.
決して土地の搾取ではありませんので。
This isn't an exploitation of lands.
黙れ役人ボケ。
Shut up, government dog!
おんどりゃ。村真っ二つに策を魂胆かい。
You trying to split the village?
死ねや北条。
Die, Hojo!
村の空気を吸う資格はねえ。今すぐ息止めて死ね。
You don't deserve to breathe the village air. Hold your breath and die!
なめんなボケが。
Screw you, old hag.
ぶっ殺したら前に出るクソババア。あ
I'll kill you right now. Step up, come on!
あ。おい、引っ込まんかいデカポリ。
Hey, move over, cop. Oh my god. Wow, she must have had a big sense of deja vu in Miragoroshi.
よう抜かした。
Very good.
よう抜かした北条の。
That was very good, Hojo.
この園崎おりょう、久々に頭血のぼってきよったわ。
I haven't been this pissed off for a long time.
きっちりけじめ取らしてもらうかんの。
You'll get what you deserve.
安城楽しみに待っとるや。
Look forward to it.
北条、やれやれ。
Come on, Hojo.
国は俺たちに仕事と住みかと金を与えろ。
Oh god, this is the raspiest voice I could possibly do.
The government has to provide us new jobs, shelter, and compensation.
こらこら
Hey, hey,
やめなさい暴力は
stop this violence!
お互いやめてやめて
All of you, stop it! Stop it!
すったらんちょうどじゃ
Oh, yeah?
恩師が出てこんかいな
Show me what you've got.
Everyone is tainted with red anger. I can only watch them. The least I can do is to apologize for the tragedy that is about to happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is how things started. From this day onward, the Houjou family and the Sonozaki family will wage a feud with each other. And the Houjou family will become isolated in the village. This marks the start of Satoko and Satoshi's lives of tremendous hardship. Well, that was a short one. I only started like at 20 minutes ago. But I can see why they want to start with it. Totally necessary. That was cool to see. Okay, so one of the very first things required is basically the introduction of just checking things here. Yeah, the very first things we can do are the introduction, the character pages for Satoshi and Satoko. And I can see this piece right here goes after you get Satoshi and Satoko's introductions. Okay, so let's try to find this one. The one for Satoshi is F4. Okay, so that's on a completely different page. F4 right there. Yep, Satoshi in a forest. It checks out.
When I asked Rika-chan, she said Satoko might have possibly gone to the back hill. She likes going there. The back hill is filled with trees, vines, and fallen trees. She really likes being there. Any child would dream of having a secret base. To Satoko, the back hill is her secret base. However, it hasn't been scouted before, so it's a dangerous place too. As her brother, I'm a little concerned that she spends her time there. But maybe I should worry about myself getting lost, since I rarely come here. The hill gets dark quickly when evening falls.
Come on, okay, Operation, I only have so many young boy voices I could do. What else am I supposed to give him? This actually sounds closer to, because Satoshi obviously has a female voice actor, so this actually sounds closer to his than Keiichi's. I cannot do your voice like that, yeah. I'm trying to make it a bit less rough.
The hill gets dark quickly when evening falls. If I still can't find her, I should look for her somewhere else.
Satoko!
It's pretty similar away, I gotta admit.
Keiichi's like this, yeah! Unlike Satoshi's like this, so I guess I could make him, a bit more softer And, you know, because that's just his personality.
Oh yeah, here, speaking.
Satoko.
Satoko! Okay, again with the pronunciation of Japanese names. I know, I always say Satoko, but he's clearly saying it as Satoko. Jeez. Jeez. Okay, let's see.
I'm yelling as loud as I can, but in the woods, my voice doesn't carry that well. According to Rika-chan, she's been making her secret base in this area, coming here alone and expanding her base. What does she mean, expanding her base? If it's a secret base, I guess she doesn't want anyone to find it.
I could do both ways? Okay, good. That's a relief.
Does that mean she set up some traps? Considering I knew that much, I should have noticed the trap she set up on this back hill. Whoa! Suddenly, my feet sink into the ground and pull a rope that was hidden under fallen leaves.
Oh, sorry, it's okay, everybody.
I hear some noise from up above, and then I see a big ball made of branches fall right next to me. This must be one of Satoko's playful traps. If I wasn't so lucky, I'm sure the ball would have hit my head.
Oh my. Look who's here. It's you, Nini.
Satoko. Don't do this. It's dangerous.
この先は危険だから入ってはいけないって営林署の看板がちゃんとあったはずでございましたよ。
Didn't you see the sign by the Forest Service? It clearly says it's dangerous to come into these woods.
それを無視する方には素敵なトラップの大歓迎がお待ちしておりましたよ。
My wonderful traps will welcome anyone who ignores this sign.
Yay, I can finally do that laugh! That was driving me crazy. Yeah, they're finally together. That's right. Oh, God. Oh, yay!
I should stop her from doing things like this as a brother. But when I see your bright smile, I can't say anything else. I haven't seen that smile for a while.
それよりサトコ、
By the way, Satoko,
今日は家族みんなで食事に出かけるから夕方までには家に戻りなさいって言われてたじゃないか。
weren't you told to come home by evening because we're going out for dinner tonight?
別に私お食事なんか行きたくありませんわ。
I don't want to go.
お母さんとお父さんが2人で行けばいいんじゃありませんの。
Why don't Mom and Dad go for themselves?
行きたければニーニーも一緒に3人で行けばいいんですわ。
If you want to go, you can, Nini.
まだお父さんのこと怒ってるのかい？
Are you still angry at Dad?
また嫌な目に遭わされましたわ。
Holy shit. Oh, my God.
He threw an ashtray at me.
違うだろう。
No.
サトコの考えすぎだよ。
Oh, God. This again?
No, that happened with the previous father.
お父さんはサトコのことを心配しているんだよ。
Our current father hasn't done that.
私に向かってひどいことを言いましたわ。
He locked me out on the veranda.
ちょっとしたことですぐ怒りますわ。
He
好
didn't
き嫌いはダメだってきつく叱られましたわ。
he didn't feed me lunch. He complained I got him a wrong brand of cigarettes.
He slapped my face saying I shouldn't be a picky eater.
それから
And then she isn't talking about her current stepfather.
Actually, things about our different stepfathers are all mixed up in her head. Oh god damn it. Jesus Christ. Hey T, how you doing? Oh jeez.
Every time our mother remarried, we had to call a different man our father. The word father isn't a word that should be taken lightly. If you don't truly acknowledge a man as your father, how can you call him father? That's how much weight it carries. However, just to make things smooth and peaceful, I used the word father even if I didn't want to. But it was too difficult for young Satoko to do the same. Ever since Satoko was little, she's been having troubles with all the stepfathers. She's never opened up to our current stepfather. To Satoko, a father figure is no longer someone she can trust. It is true that our current stepfather doesn't have any experience being a father, so he sometimes becomes rather emotional with Satoko. But since the incident where Satoko called the child abuse hotline, our stepfather regretted his mistakes and tried his best to communicate with her. Even my mother realized how much Satoko suffered emotionally when it was pointed out by the social worker. She is doing her part to try to bring Satoko back into the family. But Satoko completely refuses everything. It is understandable, though. Her childhood was full of sadness.
I do. Okay, just stretching my throat here. It is. Just give me a second. Just get some water.
Satoko can only open up to me. That's why I have to be the one and only family member she can trust. Otherwise, she's all alone in this world. But a brother and sister can't be considered a family, even if we don't get along now. If we continue to have small communications, we may be able to become a real family someday.
Satoko,
Satoko,
今のお父さんはだんだん優しくなってきたよ。
our current stepfather is getting nicer.
Satoko と仲直りしたいっていつも言ってる。
He says he wants to make up with you.
そんなの聞いたことありませんわ。
That's news to me.
お父さんがそれを言おうとすると、Satoko が逃げちゃうからだよ。
That's because every time he tries to say something, you run away.
お父さんももっとSatokoと話をしたがってる。
He wants to talk to you.
もうかぼちゃを無理やり食べさせたりはしないって言ってたよ。
He says he won't make you eat pumpkin anymore.
嘘ですわ。
Jeez, that's a phrase for Higurashi?
That's a lie.
かぼちゃを食べるまでは食卓から出て行っちゃダメって何度も注意されましたわ。
He said I couldn't leave until I ate my pumpkin, and he tied me to the chair. Again, she isn't talking about our current stepfather.
Satoko,
Satoko,
とにかくニーニーと一緒に家に帰ろう。
just come home with me, okay?
せっかくお母さんが福引きで当てたお食事券が無駄になっちゃうよ。
Mom got a free dinner coupon, and we don't want it to go to waste, do we?
予約制だから今日行かないと無効になっちゃう。
We already have the reservation, so we have to go today.
ニーニーだけで行けばいいんですわ。
Why don't you go? Sorry.
Why don't you go, Nini?
私は一人でお留守番してるのが好きなんですの。
I like staying home alone.
Interesting. So in Japanese, Satoko speaks an extremely sophisticated and polite way. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh, that is just depressing. As I said before, like during Higurashi, and like it is a miracle that the very fact that Satoko functions as well as she does is just nothing short of a miracle. Like, given everything that's happened to her.
Satoko usually doesn't stay out playing this late. She knows we're going out, and that's why she's out here alone. Although I want to snap at Satoko, I control myself. Because she only has me. I can't scare her.
とにかくサトコ、帰ろう。
Anyway,
Oh, that was more cagey.
let's go home, Satoko.
食事に一緒に行くかどうかは帰ってから決めてもいいんじゃないかな。
You don't have to decide to go or not right now. You can think about it after we get home.
それに
Besides,
サトコに案内してもらわないと僕家に帰れない。
I can't go home without your help.
I realize I'm speaking quite quietly with Satoshi voice. If you have trouble hearing, please tell me.
ニーニ
Nini.
ー、あれだけ何度も一緒に連れてってあげましたのに、まだここが覚えられませんの？
I brought you here so many times already and you still haven't learned?
まったくしょうがないニーニーですわね。
What am I gonna do with you, Nini? Satoko holds out her hand. She often said she's embarrassed to hold my hand in front of people, but she's holding out her hand now. I take her hand.
Thanks. Thank you. I was worried. Cause sometimes I get paranoid if you guys could hear me or not.
Satoko's fragile hand. I have to protect her as a brother.
帰ろうサトコ。
Let's go home, Satoko.
ええ。
Sure.
Oh my god! Oh, fuck Takano! Seriously, fuck her! I really hate her. Like, she just... I bet she just took Satoshi and, like, tortured him. Hey, jeez. Hey, jeez. Fucking hell! Right, I could imagine translating something like that, especially in text. Like, I think it would be easier for an actor to do. Probably, but to get across in a translated text would be very difficult, I would imagine. Alright, the next thing we do is Satoko's little introduction here. Oh, I just realized we could also start Rika's little path here, but I think I want to clear away everything. I think I want to go in some kind of order here. I realize it branches out, but I think I want to do everything concerning Satoshi and Satoko first. So yeah, let's go to Satoko's little self-titled page, which should be in H4 in the PS3 version.
My name is Houjou Satoko, but the name Houjou is my current father's last name.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh my god, that never actually. Oh my god. That's right. She kept changing names. Oh, that must have been so hard for her. I was also Hatake Satoko, Yoshizawa Satoko, and Matsura Satoko. By my previous fathers. I'm still not used to being called Hojo-san. If someone calls me Satoko, then I know that person is talking to me. Because the name Satoko is the name I've been using since I was born. I don't understand why my mother repeatedly marries and divorces. If she's going to get a divorce, why does she get married? If she's married, why does she get a divorce? It's probably her parents doing it. I don't think they do in America either unless they want to. Maybe it's a Japanese thing. Yeah. Yeah, Aaron, you know that too because we're both from America. Like maybe it's an Asian thing. I don't know. I've asked her before, but depending on the situation, her answers were different. When I asked her when she was married, she got angry. When I asked her after she got divorced, she cried. I don't understand the meaning of marriage. So I have no interest in drawing a picture of a bride or a wedding dress. I don't think I'll ever get married. Oh god, Satoko, that's too sad. Oh. Oh, you can if you want to. Oh god. I don't want to keep changing my child's last name, so I don't want to get married. My teacher once asked if I liked my mother. I think it was when I was in kindergarten in Okinawa. That was a very difficult question because sometimes I loved her very much and sometimes I hated her very much. I couldn't decide. And my mother was nice. She was always smiling. She made us happy. She thanked me for being her daughter. When my mother wasn't nice, she was irritated. She treated my brother and me very poorly. She told me I should never have been born. Oh god. Motherfucker. Jesus Christ. My teacher asked me if I liked my father. It was a very easy question, because I hated him very much all the time. I hated him no matter what. The new fathers always treated me nicely at first, as if I was their real daughter. They always told me I could think of them as my real father, but they couldn't be my real father. Besides, I didn't even know my real father's face. Oh wow, jeez. They must have gotten divorced shortly after Satoko was born. How could I call them father? I couldn't. That was disgusting. Right before divorce, my fathers were always irritated. They treated me like a cockroach. They told me that they didn't have money to feed me. They threw things at me, and then they locked me out on the veranda.
I was told I could forget about them because that was all in the past. I think it was a different teacher from a different school. Maybe that's true. Because since Houjou became my father, my mother has been smiling. I haven't seen them get into a fight, as I have seen just happen now, just before divorce.
Oh god, I hope she found the right guy. Oh jeez. Now I know what happens.
They have a little fight here and there, but those don't lead up to a divorce, and they always make up. But I'm sure they'll get a divorce sooner or later. Then it'll be the same old stuff with family court, divorce settlements, a night flight, and child support. So who knows how long this Houjou will be my father. That's why I don't even feel like calling him father. He also treated me so well at first. But when I didn't call him father even after he asked me repeatedly, he became irritated. I'll get a divorce soon. When my father gets into this mode, a divorce is on the way. After a divorce, it's my mother's turn to be irritated. Then she'll tell me she shouldn't have had me, or she can't be happy because of me. Why is my existence causing problems for my mother? I asked my brother, and he told me, if you have children, it's not easy to find someone to remarry to. To my mother, remarriage is a very important job, so I can understand having children now will cause problems. I think I finally understand the reason why I'm a nuisance to her. I asked my brother something else. Why are children hated by new fathers? That's simple. That's because family members all have different roles. Mother's job is to love her children. Father's job is to love mother. That means I'm a nuisance to both mother and father.
Oh god, what the hell? Oh god. Oh god. Seriously, Satoko's sanity is a miracle. Oh god, now the text is blue in the PS3 and pinkish in the original here.
My brother is more mature than me, so they don't look down on him as a nuisance. And maybe I am. No, I'm definitely a nuisance. So now I know. Both my mother and father want me dead.
What the hell? Jesus Christ!
But if they kill me, they'll be caught. But that doesn't mean they won't kill me.
Oh, now it's pink again. It's matching up.
If I were to peek down the cliff, and if no one was around, my mother and father would push me off the cliff for sure.
Oh god. Oh god, I hope this isn't foreshadowing. Oh god, jeez.
father has become abnormally nice to me lately. Since I made the fake call, he started to act that way. I know for sure that's just part of a plot to kill me. So I won't let them trick me.
Oh no, I can see what's gonna happen. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. And she's got the Hinamizawa syndrome now, which for some reason makes you susceptible to magic, and she can hear Hanyu's voice, apparently with the I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Lately, when I try to listen carefully, I can hear her voice apologizing.
Yep, she can hear Hanyu. Because of the Hinamizawa syndrome. Which for some reason makes you susceptible to magic. Or sensitive to magic.
I'm sure the voice is the same as me. Her mother is telling her she shouldn't have been born. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I won't apologize like that. I will live. I'm going to strike back.
Oh no! No! Satoko has Hinamizawa syndrome. Oh god, oh god, oh no, no, no. Oh god, no, 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 no. Why? No!
I'll kill before I got killed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
God. Here we go. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh jeez. Oh God. Oh God, oh God. The Houjou siblings right here before. So there's two places I can go. Right here. I have Rika's introduction, which is required for the conflict, and but I think that probably will start a new branch. I'm gonna go here with the Houjou siblings right here, which is B4 in PS3. And it's also in the corner. Okay. Alright. The Houjou family is well known for going against the whole village during the Dam War. Both the husband and wife were rather aggressive, and especially with the Sonozaki family, they fought a fierce war. Although the whole village treated them coldly, husband and wife really didn't care and kept fighting. I'm sorry. In a way, they were extremely strong-willed people. But I'm sure their children had to go through a lot because of them. Satoko-chan and Satoshi-kun were treated coldly as well because of their parents. In addition to that, Satoko-chan and her stepfather didn't get along. So their stress levels must have been up to the limit. Oh, this is EDA, okay. Because I'm the director of the clinic, a rather respected member of society. People usually tell me a lot of things. So I was aware of the treatment they were receiving even before I met them. I met Satoshi-kun first. Satoshi-kun came to the clinic because he felt ill from too much stress. I think he thought he had a cold. So when I examined him, he even told me that he thought he had a cold. But by hearing his repeated sighs and by seeing his exhausted eyes, I knew it wasn't just a simple cold right away. Some medication will heal their symptoms, but that's only a temporary measure. To really treat him, the only way was to change his living environment. But that's easier said than done. He was surrounded by tangled and complicated relationships with the village and the family, so just resting for a few days with some medication won't do. Thanks, Zoe. I'll be okay. Time is the only thing that could ease off the cold treatment from the village, but we are talking a very, very long time. And that's why I felt I had to be their first ally in this village, so I could rescue them. I couldn't do anything about his stressful environment, but I could try to diminish the stress he receives. Oh, and this is the real reason why he's on the baseball team. It's not only that, but for the Higurashi syndrome. So I thought the best way is to teach him how to vent his stress. And playing sports is the best way to vent stress. So I asked him to join the youth baseball team that I manage. I am a researcher, and I devote most of my time to the research of Higurashi syndrome, but I need something else to do to relax. I used to play baseball, so I decided to coach the local youth baseball team. After a while, the children of Hinamizawa started their own baseball team, and somehow I became their manager. I'm just remembering how simple things were back when manager was the be-all end-all of Higurashi. Jesus Christ, how far we've come, eh? Jeez. Doctors can't provide health by just giving medication. A sound mind in a sound body. I believe health can be maintained in sports too. But our team needed more people, so I thought of asking Satoshi-kun to join. Satoshi-kun was a bookworm and not interested in playing sports. He wasn't sure how joining the baseball team would help his situation. I don't need to go on and on about athletic medicine to explain why sports help health. I just wanted him to experience it himself, to realize how great it feels to play sports. I think he realized it gradually. He was reluctant until the very end, but he attended all of the team activities and games. As I saw Satoshi-kun slowly regain his liveliness, I realized my plan worked. However, if Satoshi-kun was under that much stress, then Satoko-chan, who lived in the same family environment, must be the same way. Unfortunately, I didn't think of Satoko-chan back then. So when Satoko-chan was carried into my clinic as a patient, I regretted doing nothing about her while knowing the situation. As Satoshi-kun recovered under my guidance, Satoko-chan was left alone in a stressful environment. Also around that time, there was an incident bad enough to make Satoko-chan collapse. It was her parents' accident. Oh god, oh god, oh god! That's what this is leading up to, isn't it? Oh god. That's what this chain of frickin' stuff is leading up to, isn't it? Oh god. The day of the Watangashi festival is a very uncomfortable time for the Houjou family, because although it was a village festival, it was a day to celebrate the victory over the dam construction project. So it's understandable that they would plan a family trip around that time so they could leave the village. Satoko-chan's parents fell off the cliff at the park they were visiting. It happened on such an unlucky day, because it happened on the day of Watanagashi. People said it was the curse of Oyashiro-sama. And people labeled the Houjou family as the family that was cursed by Oyashiro-sama. Parents were given the cold shoulders by the whole village. So with the parents gone, the cold treatment should have ended. But unfortunately, the accident happened on the day of Watanagashi. That's why the members of the Houjou family continue to be shunned. Ah! My manager. Hi, dude. Oh, that's pretty fun. I know nothing about your field, but oh, like if it's serious, then I think. Satoko-chan was the only person who was in sight of the accident. Oh no! 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 Come on! Come on! Come on! No! Satoshi-kun didn't go on the trip because he had an event with the baseball team. If only he was there, he could have stopped her. Oh god! No! 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 Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, I think I saw it there, yeah. Oh god. Therefore, the police mainly interrogated Satoko-chan. I heard Oishi from the police, who had some suspicion of the involvement of the villagers, asked Satoko-chan many questions. She was as stressed out as Satoshi-kun, perhaps even more so, though of course she couldn't take it. During the interrogation, she began to wheeze and gasp for air. The anguish I saw on her face when she arrived at the clinic was so sad. It broke my heart just to imagine what she had to go through.
監督、サトコは大丈夫ですか？
Manager, is Satoko okay?
ええ、安心してください。
Yes, don't worry.
一時的に混乱してしまっただけですよ。
She's a bit confused, but only temporarily. That's all.
あっても大丈夫ですか？
May I see her?
やっと薬でぐっすり眠れたところです。
She finally fell asleep,
できれば起こさないであげたいところです。
so I'd rather not wake her up.
しばらくゆっくり休ませてあげましょう。
Let's just let her rest for a while.
様子を見て数日入院させてあげるのもいいかもしれません。大丈夫。
Maybe it's a good idea for her to stay here for a few days. Don't worry.
私に任せてください。
I will take good care of her.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. I know Satoshi-kun is a great big brother who truly cares about his sister. Also, you can feel the pain that his sister is feeling. That's true, his sprite kept moving around. Also, you can feel the real pain that his sister is feeling. Wait, there's a typo? Where's the typo? I'm an idiot. I missed it. Oh my god, I see that! I didn't catch it at first! A great thing, it doesn't say brother, it says bother! Oh jeez! Oh my god, I'm sorry, my brain didn't register that! Oh god, that's a really bad one, but I completely knew what they meant. Oh god. When spell check doesn't catch the typos because the typo fits, that's when it really sucks. Oh god, jeez. In other words, Satoshi-kun's worries and stress are reflecting on Satoko-chan herself. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but while Satoshi-kun was sad about his parents' death, he may at the same time have been a little relieved that they were gone. That's because the way his sister didn't have to be cornered emotionally anymore. Unlike Satoshi-kun. Satoko-chan didn't have the social skills to get along with her stepfather, who wasn't related by blood. So I'm sure losing the main cause of her stress would change Satoko-chan's environment. But I could not believe what happened next. The two were sent to live in an even worse environment with their aunt and uncle. At that time I was rather optimistic, thinking that this new environment would be better for the siblings. They're leaving us on a cliffhanger here, but we all know. Oh god, and Satoko was the only one there.
Okay, I'm going to take a little break. I need to check some stuff out for a little while. I will be back ASAP. I just want to see what should I do first. Okay, it looks like the only thing I actually can do next is Rika's introduction. I think that's the only place I can go, really. Yeah, I just want to see which one I can do next. Okay, so Rika's is H5. Okay, alright, now I'm gonna go and take a little break. I just want to see which one I could actually do as which one I could actually pick next. So it looks like I have to do this one next. Alright. So I looked through it a bit beforehand. And yeah, I think the only one I can click now is Rika's little introduction here. So let's get started. Interesting. It said oh god, I freaking I accidentally picked the same one twice. Jeez, I'm an idiot. Well, I could have sworn I clicked it. The Rika one. I could have sworn I clicked the Rika. Here we go. Here we go. There we are. Okay. Alright, that's fixed. I don't know. I really thought I clicked that one. Okay. I run into Satoko when I'm on my way to the grocery store for my mother. Again, tell me if I'm speaking too softly, please. Satoko tells me she's going to the grocery store too, so we decide to go together. We exchange our shopping lists and we can easily guess what each other's families are having for dinner. Satoko's family is having grilled fish and cooked vegetables. We are having hamburger steaks.
あら、ハンバーグとは羨ましいですわね。
Hamburger steaks sure sound great.
私、魚はともかく煮物というのがちょっと怖いんですのよ。
I don't mind the grilled fish, but it's the cooked vegetables that I don't like.
Satoko, little kid, Collider would have been right there with you. I hated any and all vegetables because of the way my mom cooked them. When I was a little kid, I hated them. Much better with it now, like a lot of vegetables now, but as a child, if something was a vegetable, like there was a 98% chance I could not stand it.
先日買ったかぼちゃがまだだいぶ残ってるみたいなんですもの。
I still think there's plenty of pumpkin left from the other day.
今夜もかぼちゃの煮物三昧なのです。
I bet there'll be tons of pumpkin tonight.
かわいそうなのです。
Poor Satoko.
あらかじめかぼちゃが出てくると分かっているのも憂鬱でございますわね。
I hate fish. Oh god. I hate olives too, by the way, but I still hate olives, definitely. You hate fish? Oh, that's sad. There's so many great fish. Oh well. I love fish, personally. I love all types of fish. And there are some vegetables I still can't eat. I cannot eat really bitter ones. I cannot eat celery. I cannot eat green peppers. And, I already said olives. I think those are the two big ones, celery and green peppers. I just hate them. See, I love sushi. I love sushi.
Anyone like the fact that already no pumpkin is going to show up on the dinner table?
Me? You just don't like pumpkin no matter how it shows up.
突然かぼちゃを出されても怒るくせに贅沢なさとこなのです。
Rika, you're sure some food you don't like too, right?
リカにだって少しは嫌いな食べ物があるはずですわよ。
That's right, you don't like rice cakes, cream puffs, or anything sweet.
Rice cakes are not. I've never heard of a sweet rice cake. Rice cakes to me are the most bland tasting food on the entire planet. If something could define the taste of blandness, it would be rice cakes. I could swear they taste like styrofoam. Not that I've ever eaten styrofoam, but they're what I would imagine styrofoam tastes like. A rice cake.
そういえばリカ、大福とかシュークリームとか甘いものが嫌いだったんではございませんこと？別に嫌いではないのです。
It's not like I don't like them.
意地悪で食べないだけなのですよ。
I choose not to eat them, that's all.
食べる気なら何個でも食べられちゃいますのです。
If I wanted to, I could eat them endlessly.
パンプキンパイだって美味しくいただけますのですよ。ミパー。
I could even eat pumpkin pies too. Miba! Oh, okay. Ohagi are sweet rice cakes. Okay.
リカだけ好き嫌いがないなんてずるいですわ。
Oh, it's not fair. You aren't a picky eater.
I have fun having long conversations like this. Satoko is my best friend. I usually don't like grocery shopping, but if I'm with Satoko, it becomes an enjoyable stroll in the evening. Oh! The grocery store is located in the shopping arcade. There are some food stores around it. This is a busy time for grocery shopping. All the housewives in Hinamizawa gather and shop. Since Satoko and I have different things to buy, we decided to do our shopping separately.
いらっしゃいいらっしゃい。
Welcome, welcome.
おや、リカちゃま、いらっしゃい。
Oh, Rika-chama.
I gotta use that voice for this guy.
Are you shopping?
お買い物かい？
What a good girl.
偉いね。
ミパー。
Mipa?
僕はお買い物ができる偉い子なのです。
I am a good girl who can go shopping.
そうかそうか、リカちゃまは偉いな。
Wow, you are a good girl.
ほら、偉い子のご褒美にこれをあげよう。
Here, I'll give you this.
No, 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 no. It sounded like a Zelda. Jeez. There is a hanging basket with some change in it, along with some candy for the shopkeeper's asthma attack. He picks a sweet and gives it to me. It's my favorite, a strawberry milk candy. I put it in my pocket so I can brag about it to Satoko later. I like teasing Satoko and making her jealous. It's fun for me. Satoko always overreacts. I never get bored when I'm with her. Oh god. Seriously, this is... I know they're so young and like obviously not now, but... Jesus Christ. You're killing me with this here. I'm shipping them and I don't... I'm sorry. I really like Satoko and Rika together. Okay, jeez.
おや、リカちゃまのところは今日は何だい？
What are you having for dinner tonight, Rika-chama?
豚のひき肉だと。
Ground pork.
Jeez, doing that voice. Oh, God.
ハンバーグなのですよ。
We're having hamburger steaks.
お花の形の目玉焼きを乗っけてケチャップでお絵かきをするのです。
We put flower-shaped fried eggs on them and draw pictures with ketchup.
それはいいね。
That sounds great.
As I enjoy the conversation, I fill my shopping basket. Then I overhear some women whispering. They're talking about something that's a little harsh. Oh no. They're talking about Satoko. How long do those village traders plan to stay in this village? They should just leave. They don't even have the guts to shop themselves, and they make their daughter do it. The women go on and on. Ever since the Houjou family and the Zenazaki family got into a huge fight at the explanatory meeting for the dam construction, the Houjou family had been isolated in the village. In the beginning, there were some families who had agreed with the Houjou family. After the Senozaki family aimed for a complete change in village opinions, pro-evacuation supporters quieted down gradually. The public displays of harassment from the Somozaki and Kimiyoshi family, two of the three families, had a big effect too. The Sonozaki family used the Houjou family as an example, so there wouldn't be any more pro-evacuation supporters. The ancestors of the villagers have lived for generations, and the villagers also know that they themselves will be buried in this village. So this is an extremely intimidating harassment. Who was it that agreed to make the Houjou family the leader of the pro-evacuation group at the explanatory meeting? Those same people don't say anything anymore, and they have even joined the team to harass the Houjou family. What assholes! Jesus Christ! The harassment towards the Houjou family has become a pressure from the entire village. The Houjou family isn't a wealthy family, and they haven't paid the village council fee for a long time. When things were peaceful, nobody said anything about it. But now that the wind direction has changed, the Houjou family was asked to pay off all their late fees immediately. The Houjou family could have handled the amount, but because of the way they were asked, they acted in an emotional manner. They quit the village council. Yeah, this is still following, they're still following Satoko's story. Clearly, because now Rika is talking about Satoko. So yeah, clearly the very first thing we're going to follow is everything having to do with Satoko and Satoshi. They quit the village council, but that actually backfired. To have the village council as your enemy means that the malicious harassment will start. For example, the trash dumping at the Houjou family. That area that the Houjou family uses is a temporary area set by the cleaning department and the village council. According to the village council agreement, only member families can use it. Ever since the day that the Houjou family quit the village council, their trash bags were returned to their front door. Furthermore, all the bags were torn. Oh my god. This is such assholery. Jesus Christ. Also, a sign went up near the fence, on the fence near the Houjou family. It said, "Private road, no trespassing. Non-members of the village council are forbidden to pass through." A stubborn old man stood and guarded the road, and he would not let any of the Houjou family members pass through. A private road is a private property, open up to the public as a road, so it looks just like a normal road. However, it is private property and the owner can forbid anyone else to pass through. Jesus Christ. There was a lot more malicious harassment by the entire village. The fear of antagonism spread throughout the entire village. And now people are afraid that if they supported the Houjou family, they would go through what the Houjou family are going through. That makes the Houjou family even more isolated. Grown-ups don't tell their kids about what is going on, so Satoko isn't harassed by it anyway at school. That's a relief. Oh my god. But she must be tense every day. Even the women who are whispering now aren't saying anything directly to Satoko. But that doesn't mean Satoko doesn't notice their whispering and cold looks. When did this village become so cold towards Satoko? As her best friend, I am very sad. It's obvious Satoko's shopping is nothing like mine. When I say hello or buy things, I usually get treats or get a discount. But that doesn't happen to Satoko. On the contrary, she is served last on purpose, or shop owners pretend they don't hear her. Obviously, people don't want to have anything to do with her. Satoko has been telling the fish market owner what she wants in the crowd, but she is being ignored. Satoko keeps her smile and pretends she doesn't mind, but I know that is a very painful pretense. Then Satoko drops her coins on the ground. Maybe her finger got stuck on something when she was trying to put the change back into her wallet. I run through the crowd and help her pick them up. Then I realize Satoko drops a lot of coins and she's struggling to pick all of them up. But nobody is helping her. It's not just that, it's almost like they are pretending that they don't even see her there. Satoko isn't expecting anyone to help her, since she is the one who dropped them. But there are so many people around, and not even one is trying to help her.
Satoko, 僕も拾いますですよ。
Satoko, I'll help you.
大丈夫ですわよ、リカ。
I'm okay, Rika.
Her little reaction tells me how hurt she is emotionally. Furthermore, when I started to help Satoko, other housewives started to pick up the coins too, as if it's a natural thing to do. If a shrine maiden of the Furude family helps, can they help too? If I didn't help her, they would have ignored her completely. At the fact that other people helped only because I helped hurts Satoko. I grabbed the coins from the housewives without thanking them. I want to spit at them.
ありがとうございますわ。
Thank you very much.
リカ、
Mika,
皆さん、
everyone.
It's as if she didn't thank them. People will talk about it too. Satoko forces out the worlds of gratitude. I can't stand what Satoko is going through right now.
お買い物が終わりましたら行きましょうです。サトコ。
Oh, sorry, pauses. Let's go if we're done, Satoko.
ええ。
Sure.
I grab Satoko's arm and leave. This is upsetting, sad, painful. What has Satoko done? This harsh reality is too upsetting and sad. Everyone loves me. Can't I share that love with Satoko? Satoko must be wondering why people treat me so differently. I shouldn't have come shop with her. I shouldn't have come to shop with her. Rather, I should have done her shopping. Satoko.
何ですの、リカ。
What is it, Rika?
風にをばらまいてしまって、かわいそうかわいそうなのです。
I feel bad that you dropped your coins.
なので、これはサトコへの残念賞なのですよ。
But so here's something that can make you happy.
Oh wait, that's Rika. I feel bad that you dropped your coins. Here's something that can make you happy. I want to ease her pain. So I bring out the strawberry milk candy from my pocket.
その飴はリカがもらったものではありませんの。
But Satoko doesn't take it.
That candy was given to you.
My hand freezes. She saw.
渡した人だってリカに食べてほしいと思って渡したんですわ。だから私が食べたら失礼ですわよ。
She saw me getting this candy.
That person wanted you to eat it. If I eat it, it'll be rude.
Satoko turns her back on me and keeps walking. Without even saying goodbye, she continues her house with the shopping bags in her hands. I only wanted to ease her pain. But I ended up rubbing salt into her wound. How can I call... Oh, sorry, that was Rika, sorry. How can I call myself her best friend? If I could, I would have crushed the candy in my hand. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. And now the next thing that's required is strawberry milk candy, which goes to Mion's introduction. Ironically. Oh no, okay, good. I accidentally clicked it, but don't worry, because... Yeah, it was an accident. I didn't mean to click that one anyway. Okay, so I don't even need to go to pages 6 and 7 until the end. Okay. Okay, so I think the next thing... I just want to see if there's anything else that I can do. Here we go, Rika and Satoko's shopping trip. But the Shinto priest needs to contact Iryu. Okay, that is still something that... I'm guessing, we're going to actually see Rika's father in that one. Let's see. Oh, this can be done. Oh my god, repetitive apologies. This can be done. This is the first murder. Oh my, a murder with a dismembered body. I think I can do this. see where this one is. D4. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna see what happened with the first murder. Oh my god, I remember when... Oh my god, I remember when this was first... freaking... Oh wow, jeez. When I first heard about this in Onikakushi, we're actually gonna see what happens. Shit. Damn it! Shit! Manager! Manager, come on, say something! Manager! No way. No the fuck way. This can't be. It's gotta be the other manager, right? They're talking about the damn construction site manager. Yeah, they're talking about the damn construction site manager. I knew it, yeah. It couldn't be been him. You idiot. He's dead already. Clang. A loud noise makes everyone snap out of it. Someone dropped the shovel he was holding. The shovel is smeared with reddish black blood. No, not just the shovel. All 6 construction workers' clothes are all bloody too. One of them cries out to the silent dead body of the manager drenched in blood. Manager, oof. Shut up! Somebody dead! It was self-defense. Right, self-defense! The fight started after the manager yelled at them for drinking beer inside of the office. There are no drinking and no smoking signs everywhere. The manager yelled at anyone who broke that rule. It was the 6 workers' fault for breaking that rule. But they drank because they were sussed out by the anti-dam construction movement. That's why they said things to provoke the manager. They told him to step out, and the others went along. The construction workers work long and hard hours. That's why they instigated the fight with the manager. To release their stress. They expected something like cussing at each other or a wrestling match. But things escalated. Actually, the manager exploded all of a sudden. The manager had to deal with the residents' protests as well. So he is stressed out just as much, or maybe even more. But how he changed was not normal. The manager was calm at first, but he gradually became more and more aggressive, and it was like he transformed into someone completely different. No, it was like he was possessed by something evil. Yep, that's the Hinamizawa syndrome. The guys who instigated became sober when they saw his behavior. Then, the manager picked up a shovel that was nearby and tried to smash his opponent's head in. The guy managed to avoid the hit, but if he didn't, his head would have surely been split open. Then the manager kept pounding on the guy with the shovel, and the guy tried to avoid the hits frantically. By this time, the workers realized that this was beyond a simple fight, so they tried to hold the manager down. But the manager turned on them with the shovel. One of the guys tried to protect himself by crossing his arms above his head. But there's no way to block a shovel with such force. Blood spurted out and the man groaned in pain. By this time, the 6 guys realized that the manager was not his usual self. This manager would try to bash in their brains without hesitation. Since the opponent was using the shovel as his weapon, they had to find some kind of weapon too. One of them grabbed a huge hammer. Then the others realized that they needed to find something too. To restrain the manager in this condition, they'd better arm themselves. It wasn't supposed to be this way. It didn't take that long for the madness to infect the 6 workers. It was only a matter of time before things went from restraining him to lynching him. By the time they realized what happened, the manager was already a lump of meat. His face is all swollen, shreds of skin have been torn off his muscles, and his muscles and skull are visible too. Obviously, he is dead already. Fuck. He almost killed us, remember? If he hadn't attacked us, we wouldn't have fought him. Right. The leader of the 6, the one who instigated the fight, tries to bring the rest into his side, but nobody replies. The leader gets frustrated. He is the one who started the fight. The rest simply joined in. He is the main perpetrator. Maybe that's why he's feeling exasperated. He senses he is the one at fault. Come on, man. What can you do at this point, huh? He's dead, okay? We're murderers. You aren't thinking about going to the police, are you? Fuck you! I'm not going to jail at this age. We're going to hide it. You're going to hide this body and pretend nothing happened. Some know he is on a probation for an assault case from the past. So if he got into trouble with the law again, the punishment will be more severe than they could imagine. That is why he is trying desperately to find a way out. If he was alone with the manager's body, then he wouldn't have behaved this way. All he had to do is hide the manager's body and pretend nothing happened. But there are 6 of them, including him. They are partners in crime. And witnesses, too. If even one of them turns himself in out of guilt, he'll be in big trouble. But even if we hide his body, they'll find out sooner or later. Instead, we should plead self-defense, and we may be pardoned for justifiable defense. Don't be so stupid. Look what we've done. Look at the condition of the body. Who would think this is the result of self-defense? Sorry, I'm trying to get things to get caught up here.
死体なんか隠したってバレるよいずれそれより正当防衛ってことでちゃんと主張してその過剰防衛くらいで勘弁してもらえねえかな
His parents won't even be able to identify him in this condition, you idiot!
甘ったれたこと言ってんじゃねえ実際に殺しちまったんだぞ過剰防衛で済むかよもう取り返しのつかないところまでやっちまったんだぞバカ野郎
Okay, they're a bit desynced again. But everyone will find out the manager is missing by tomorrow morning. We have no other choice.
You're so useless, shithead.
He slaps the guy's face. The leader has such an evil look on his face.
Listen well, idiots. We are all murderers, okay? If we don't do anything, we'll end up in prison for 5 or 6 years easily. If even one of us talks, we'll all be caught. Don't think penal servitude is easy. If you think I'll be caught sooner or later, then why don't you try to run out until you get caught? Don't just try to give up now.
でもよどう
His
隠した
face
って
turns
監督
more.
がいなくなったのは明日の朝にはバレちまうんだ
His face turns more and more devilish. That's the same expression that the manager had just a few minutes ago.
どうしようもねえよ
どうしようもねえのはオンドレの頭じゃボケ
Is he possessed by the same thing that possessed the manager? The 5 men start to think that. Come to think of it, all the villagers who were in the anti-dam movements had the same expression on their faces. The real name of this village is Onigafuchi Village, and people say wicked demons lived here. Sometimes they possessed people. Oh, that was my original theory! Oh, jeez! The men can't help but recall this exaggerated story, often told by the demonstrators. The manager swung the shovel after his expression changed to the devilish one. There is no guarantee this man won't do the same. In fact, he still has the hammer in his hand. There's a lot more dialogue in the PS3 than in the original.
いいかボケども
In fact, he still has the hammer in his hand and is glaring at everyone to intimidate them. If someone suggests surrendering, he'll probably smash his head with it.
I know. To make sure nobody betrays the rest, I have an idea. It'll make it easier to hide the body, too.
What is it?
俺たちは殺人犯なんだ殺人犯
We're gonna dismember the body into 6 parts.
グズグズ言ってりゃ5年6年くらい込まれちまうんだよ
What? They all wanted to object to the idea. Killing him is a serious crime itself. Dismembering the body is too much. But if anyone objects, they'll be killed on the spot. So no one says anything.
We all dismembered him together.
俺らの中に一人裏切り者がおってみろ
Remember what the manager used to say?
全員が捕まっちまうんだよ
Teamwork! We're all in this together! Do 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 do.
Oh, I think this guy's gotten even crazier. Oh god.
We each take a body part and hide it responsibly. One day I'll sell this idea to Koji Higurashi. Then he might make a video game about it, but only after he makes another one first. What do you think, huh?
懲役をなめんな
This way we're all equally guilty, right? I won't let anyone surrender.
どうせ捕まる覚悟なっちゅうんなら死ぬ気で逃げまくってるんだ年貢の納め時になったら好きなだけ覚悟決めりゃいいんだ
The 5 men are all taken in by his ghastly face. The first time you guys hear me singing, you have to do it in that voice. It's like, oh Jesus Christ! Not that I'm any good at singing. Jeez. The 5 men are all taken in by his ghastly face, and they can even feel the fear of the Onagafuji demons creep up their backs. Yep, that's the end. There was... Okay, this was not very synced up very well. Probably because of the gore. They probably changed the descriptions of the gore. Ah, jeez. Now look at this. There's way more after the dialogue in the PS3. Yeah, this section was changed.
そうだ裏切り者を出さんためにないいことを思いついたわ
Oh god, they're playing the evil Takano theme. Oh jeez. Oh god. Yeah, the background changed.
死体も隠しやすくなって一石二鳥だぞ
どんな
決まってるだろこうなったら一連卓しよう証拠になりそうなものはそれぞれの責任で隠して逃げるんだそりゃあ俺たち全員がこの当事者だこの野郎が日頃言ってんだろ
Oh, no, Shadow Tomber, you misunderstood. I'm saying that there's a big difference between the PS3 version and the original version. In that they're like, the dialogue was very different. And, because it did not sync up at all. I didn't say it was unnecessary, but it is interesting to hear the thought processes of everyone going on with this and exactly why they killed him. I do wonder now if these people are anyone we know. If the main guy here that took the head, that escaped, because we know that he escaped, if he's gonna play into the story again someday. Oh, sorry, Oe. Jeez.
共同作業だよ。全員腹をくくれよ。それで分けて持った証拠は各自が責任を持って隠すんだ。な、これなら全員仲良くしようんだろう。自分だけ罪が軽いから自首しようなんてずる抜けは許されってわけさ。
Okay, that's done there. Okay, it's and just when we have 9 people here too. Oh wow, we had a lot of people here before. I didn't even realize. Yeah, it looks like everybody started filling out only about like an hour into the stream. A lot of people missed the early part of the stream. Let's see. I'm so happy that so many people came. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, seriously. Okay, so it's getting pretty late, actually. Yeah, I've been almost at it for 2.5 hours. I think that's a good stopping point. Let's see. I just want to take a look at. I don't think that one was actually required for. Oh, here we go. That's required for this one. Okay. Okay, so this one, that's a red capsule. Oh, thank you, Apparition. Seriously, thank you. Yeah, I know the red capsule is for Renas. Okay, so it looks like in 2 days. I think the one I have to start out with. Because the last 2 pages I know I can't do until all the others are done. Oh, here, this one. Okay, that can actually be done. Interesting. Okay, so, you know, I will do this one, the old guy. You know what? I'm still awake. Let me do this one here. Stream is not over. I'm canceling the apocalypse at the end of the stream. Let's see. Alright, let's see. That was an old reference. Okay, the old guy, D3. And it's right next to it too. D3, the Mighty Ducks. Let's go. Stream not over. Okay. I don't know what to say. I want to say something, but I can't think of words to say. I can only sigh.
Ah, Oi-san!
Oh, we're gonna get Uishi involved at last. Oh, Uishi-san.
探したんすよ。
I've been looking for you.
課長から手配写真の
The section manager asked me about the wanted poster.
静かにせい。
Be quiet.
ここは騒ぐ部屋ではないぞ。
This is not a place to be so loud. As Kumagai barges into the room, The old coroner quickly snaps back at him.
すみません。
Sorry.
ですね。課長が容疑者の手配写真について。
The section manager asked me about the wanted poster of the suspect.
ああ、それ小宮山君に相談してくれませんかね。
There's Uishi. You can talk to Komiyama-kun about that.
ちょいと私、じい様と話がありまして。
I need to talk to this old man.
すぐに上がりますと上に言っといてください。
Could you tell him I'll be right over?
あ、わかりました。
Okay. Kumagai runs out of the autopsy room in the semi-haste he came in.
賑やかな男だの。
Lively man, isn't he?
おやっさんだったらやかましいって言って
The old guy would
げん
have
こつの一つも食らわしてるところです。
slapped him for making such a fuss.
お前さんも少し上に戻った方がいいぞい。
You probably should go back too.
ここの空気は慣れんやつには合わん。
The air in this room isn't for people who aren't used to it.
そうですね。
You're right.
あんまりサボってると私もげんこつを食らっちまいそうです。
If I take too long of a break, maybe I'll get slapped as well.
獅子骨界隈じゃチンピラも避けて通るお前さんをツモの切り方が悪いとげんこつを食らわせてきたのは後にも先にもこいつだけだったの。
You're the most feared man out of all the gangs here. Yet this man was the only person in all of Shishibone who had the right to beat you up.
Interesting. Gangs. Is he referring to the police as a gang, or...
容赦のない人だったな。
He really was a merciless man.
本当の親父よりげんこつもらった気がしますよ。
I think he gave me more beatings than my own father. Oh god, Uishi didn't exactly have a nice past either.
本当も嘘もないわい。
There's no false to it.
お前さんが本当の親父だと信じてたならこいつも本当の親父だ。
If you really believe that you looked up to him as your father, then he was your father.
Oh my god, Uishi perspective! Here we go. We haven't had this since the, freaking game of Mahjong. My real father passed away in Nagoya. Are we getting Uishi's backstory? Oh my god. This is crazy. He was unlucky. If he wasn't given an order to go to a plant in Nagoya, he wouldn't have died in an air raid. If he could have rode out another half year or so, then the war would have been over. Although I was very sad, I was grown up by then, so I didn't cry down on the ground like my mother did. But people feel sadness in different ways. For some people, the overwhelming sadness comes all at once. But others feel sadness gradually over a long period of time. I think I was the latter. When he was alive, I only thought of him as an annoying father. I even thought why he was passed over in the draft. And I thought my feelings toward him would always be the same. Then the war ended, and I saw families and friends being reunited with joy as they came home from the fronts. I finally realized I grieved over my father's death. Japan was filled with people who were sad and despaired. I knew I wasn't the only one whose life was in despair. But I remembered I was very, very sad. After the war, the country changed suddenly. The surroundings around me as a policeman changed rapidly too. I could only devote myself into my daily work in order to forget my sadness.
当時、私はいろんな取り締まりをやらされてましたね。
At the time, I was in charge of busting people for buying illegal rice.
食料とか 生活必需品を非合法な手段で買い込む人たちをよく検挙したもんです。
I conducted spot checks with travelers at most train stations.
そりゃあもうゾロゾロ引っかかりましたっけ。
Boy, I found so many.
僕らのあたりは物が豊かで、そういった物を手に入れるのにかなり都合が良かったそうなんですよ。
There was a fairly big black market in Gogura, and a lot of people came from as far as the Osaka area to buy them. After the war, Japan faced the chronic shortage of food supply. So the country implemented a food rationing program, really? A food rationing program called the Food Control Law. But the rations the government provided weren't... A lot of typos here, jeez. Wasn't even close enough to being enough to feed families. Therefore, people had no other choice other than buying food and supplies at the black market. The government hardly had enough food for rations, but there were plenty at the black market. The deals and brokers sell them at outrageous prices, and some of them actually make some wealth through these black markets. The Sonozaki family made their wealth through such black markets, but that's another story. The government didn't bother arresting these illegal brokers. That's because these brokers were able to buy off top members of the police department with their money.
大や権力ってのは本来そういった連中を救うために作られたものじゃなかったのかの。
A little more dialogue in the original. Instead, they decided to go after the people who bought them, and they even confiscated the illegal rice they bought by selling everything they owned.
Yeah, I remember this time. Wasn't there a prosecutor who starved himself to death?
本末転倒というか、何が本当に大事なものかがわからん奴らが多すぎ。
そしてそういう人たちに限って偉くなっちゃうんですからね。
Yeah, there was. The prosecutor who vowed not to eat illegal rice starved to death. Wasn't it in the 22nd year of Showa?
やりきれませんよ。
That was horrible.
正直者はバカを見るとでも言うんですか?
He, as a public prosecutor, proved to himself that people can't survive by adhering to the law.
必要悪どころか、法律自体が現実に即していないというのなら、それを合わせてあげるよう取り計らってやるのがお偉いさんの本来の仕事なの。
The prosecutor got tired of the government that kept prosecuting people whose charge was doing whatever they could to survive, and he proclaimed that he was never going to buy black market rice anymore. He starved to death when he was only in his mid-30s. It was the 22nd year of Showa.
自分たちの懐ばっかり温めやがって。くそ。
Okay, there's extra dialogue in the extra narration in the original here. The law prohibits people from buying black market rice, but that's the only way to survive. Then is the food control law unjust in itself? The death of the prosecutor was seen as his desperate message to the government about the unjustness of this law. We rounded up people with bags of rice and lined them up at the temporary inspection point near the station. It was like a military tribunal. We inspected their bags and confiscated everything that they bought at the black market. The women all cried. They sold everything they owned to buy the rice. They even pleaded that if we confiscated the rice,
お前さんも随分割の合わないことをやらされたようじゃな。
how are we going to feed their starving children?
Doesn't make sense, huh? Yet they forbid you from going after the illegal brokers. So it's absolutely unfair from the view of the people.
But the people were sensitive too. If they hear the police inspection is at the next station, they jump off the train and run. We were aware of these people. So we've set up several officers near jump-off spots in order to capture them. I remember chasing after women with several kilos of rice on them. That was when I first met the old guy.
Gosh, I was surprised. He looked so much like my...
Oh, that's Uishi. Gosh, I was surprised. He looked so much like my father. I really thought that maybe when my father survived the air raid in Nagoya, miraculously came back.
守るべきものを守ってやれず、逆にそういう連中の手先みたいに思われて、憎さぞかし、釈然としない思いを何度もしてきたんじゃないか。
違反した連中を次々法と権力を大義名分にしてひっ捕らえていきました。ご婦人方はみんな泣かれるんですよ。自分たちだってやりたくてやったわけじゃない。生きるために必死だったんだと。なのにお偉方はそういった現実から目をそらして、自分たちの不平不満などろくに聞きもしないって。
道理だな。偉い連中ほど生き死にの瀬戸際を味わったことなどないのだから、庶民はたまったもんではないの。
I'm trying to get this to line up with the narration here.
とはいえ、いやいや取り締まったってのは自分への言い訳でしかありません。結局私は上からの命令にいいダクダクと従うだけで弱い情けない話ですよ。鬼とか悪魔呼ばわりされたって仕方がないと思っています。
I was chasing a man who conducted a runaway from the intersection point.
いやー、驚きましたよ。私の親父にね、あまりにもそっくりだったんですよ。私はね、てっきり死んだと思っていた親父が帰ってきてくれたんじゃないかなって本気で思いましたよ。
Okay, now I think it's ready. There was no way for him to run with a heavy bag of rice on him. So either he gets arrested with the illegal rice, or run by ditching the rice that he bought by selling all of his belongings. In other words, if a person is to be chased by the police, that person can't provide his family any rice to eat. I knew I was doing the shitty job. I knew people had to buy the illegal rice to survive. There was this tacit understanding among us that to let go of the people who chose to ditch the rice. So I always thought the same thing as I chased them. Please ditch the rice. I don't want to catch him. I couldn't bear to hear his cries and pleas of despair anymore. Then the old guy showed up. He looked exactly like my dead father. I was dumbfounded. Then suddenly, the guy punched my head. If a father disciplines you, you as a child, drop your head down in apology. I was so happy to see my father alive. I couldn't hold the joy in. The old guy said, "Let him go." When I heard the voice, I realized he wasn't my father. So I thought I was going to arrest him for assaulting a policeman. A young, scrawny guy like me was no match for a man who is used to brawls.
いや、たっぷり説教をもらいましたよ。
Yep, he sure taught me a lesson.
大通りの真ん中でぶちのめされた挙句に。
He gave me a good scolding in the middle of the main street after I was all beaten up.
普通に考えたらそんなのに耳なんか傾けないですよね。
Who would even listen to him, right?
でもあの時の私はどうかしてたんです。
But something struck me then.
どうしてもおやっさんが親父に見えちゃって。
I kept seeing my father in him.
おとなしく言うことに耳を傾けることしかできなかったんです。
All I could do was listen to him.
まあ、 そこで小づいただけじゃなく、男の器量もきっちりと見せられたのがこいつの大したところだったの。
Yeah, he was a ruffian, but he showed the guts like a real man. That's what made him a great guy.
今時じゃすっかり珍しくなっちまった。古き良き時代の生き残りじゃった。
You don't see men like him nowadays. He was a true example for a man from the good old times.
Despite my age, I still needed a father. I needed a man to look up to, and to show me what makes a man a man. That's why I think I had two fathers. The old guy was indeed my father, my brother, and my best friend. Uishi. Oh my god! Oh my god! Here we get some context. Oh my god. But now he lives with his head, body, arms, and legs all dismembered. And his right arm is still missing. Oh my god! Oh my god! The damn construction site manager! That was that guy that Uishi looked up to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that's who that was. I knew he had to be somebody important. He was the guy that he played mahjong with. Oh god. Oh my god, jeez. You're right, it should be lies, not lives. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Now he lies with his head, body, arms, and legs dismembered. He taught me how to be a man, how to enjoy alcohol, how to play mahjong, and gave me a good beating when I did something wrong with his right arm. But that right arm is still missing.
Do you have any suspects?
ねえ、もちろんついています。
Sure, of course.
おやつさんの右腕ももちろん取り返しますし、この金もきっちり返します。
I vow to find the old guy's right arm, and to pay back for what they did to him. They control Hinamizawa with a tight clench, being the main perpetrators of illegal activities. In the dam construction war, the Sonizaki family, I declare war within myself. I already know who my enemy is. He really thinks it's the Sonizakis. Okay. So the guy who freaking went nuts and killed everybody. We're gonna find out who that is. Who killed Uishi's friend. Where did he run off to with that arm? Okay. How do I save here again? Yeah, they have literally nothing to do with it. How do I save here again? Okay, so yeah, I guess the next time, we start with Neon. Next time, H3? No! I did something! Oh yeah, but I can undo it here. Okay. Woo! Okay. I can undo it here because nothing, I accidentally clicked. Alright. It's a good thing this one doesn't, because everything's unlocked for me. Thank you, OA. I really appreciate that. So yeah, this one I can just shut off at any time. And okay, Now is the real end of the stream. My god, this save screen is gonna look really weird. Oh, jeez. Okay. Now, yeah, okay. Okay, in 2 days, we will start with Neon. True, but I feel guilty, like, all these visual novels give you literally, like, hundreds of save slots, and, like, only using the same couple of ones over and over. I don't know. You know what, you're right, in this situation, you're right, I guess. That is true. I just always remember to use the latest one though. But yeah, next time I guess we we start off with Neon next time. With her little introductory skit. I'm sorry, I just really want to look through these things and see what I need to... This is just fascinating, the structure of this. And to see what is required for what. Bye. I'm gonna stop the stream right now, okay? Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming, seriously. Thank you. Good night. Bye.